We're going to learn about the sounds of and the most important prefixes and suffixes. The prefix re means again. So here we have do, with the O having its third sound of oo. So to redo something means to do it again. Act, react. Cut, recut. So to recut means to cut again. Fit, refit. AY says A. Lay, relay. Recap, remix. AY says A. Repay. Reset. ALL at the end of a word says all. Recall. EW says oo or you. Renew. Rerun. This Y is going to have a long I sound. Retry. This S is going to have its voiced sound of Z. Reuse. Reflex. Un is a prefix that means not. This O is going to have the sound of oo. Do, undo. Cut, uncut. Did, undid. Met, unmet. Set, unset. Unfed, unlit. IE at the end of a short word has a long I sound, so this root is tie. So we have untie. AI says A. Unfair, unpaid. Unwed, unzip. OR says or. Unborn. OA says O. Unload, unsafe. NG has the sound of ng. So here we have sing, ring, ping, wing, king, bring, string, fling, swing, song, gong, long, pong, tongue, hung, rung, sung, lung, clung. English has more sounds than letters, so sometimes we need to use two letters to represent one sound. If you find this video useful, please share it with a friend. Now, at the end of a word, if you have an N and a K, it sounds more like nk rather than nk, because the N and the K sounds together are too hard to say. So here we have bank, sank, hank. This is a name, so it has a capital letter. Rank, tank, link, pink, rink, sink, wink, bunk, honk, bunk, sunk, junk. One of the most important suffixes in English is the ing suffix. Here's our root, sing. We can add a suffix, singing. Ring, ringing. Y at the end of a short word has a long I sound. So this is fry, frying. Act, acting. This O has the long sound of O. Go, going. Here we have the root bite. If we want to add ing to turn it into biting, we drop the E and add the ing. If you look at this word and you're trying to figure out, does this I have a short I or a long I sound, ask yourself, what's the root? Here the root is bite. So the I stays long even though the E disappears. Here we have bike. Before we add ing, we drop the E and we have biking with a long I sound. Bore, we drop the E before adding the ing and we have boring. Date, dating. Dine, dining. Fake, faking. Fade, fading. Two E's make the sound of E. We do not drop one of the E's here. We keep the whole root and just add the ing. Seeing. Free, freeing. Flee, fleeing. We only drop the E before adding the ing if it's there to make the vowel two letters before it have its long sound. If we have two E's at the end of the root, we keep both of them and then add the ing. This is the suffix ly, which means having the qualities of. So here is the root sad, sadly, dim, dimly, God, godly. So a godly person has the qualities of being like God. Man, manly, odd, oddly. The suffix ly can also be used as an adverb that tells how something is done, like slowly might describe how somebody walks. If you want to show that something is the past tense, meaning it happened yesterday or a week ago or a year ago, you add the suffix ed. Ed has 3 different pronunciations in English words. If the root word ends in a D or a T, ed will be pronounced ed. So here we have end is the root, ended, handed, added. Here we have the word faded. The root is fade, and we do not want this E plus this E when we add the suffix. So one of them goes away, and we just have one E. Here we have coded. It's a long O sound because the root is code. Sided. The root is side. Acted. Hated. Muted. Gated. Voted. And rated. So again, if the root word ends in a D or T, you pronounce the suffix ed. There are many sounds where ed is pronounced like a T because the sound is too hard to say otherwise. If the word ends in the sound of a K, remember it's about the sound, not the spelling, then ed will sound like a T. So this isn't backed, it's backed, lacked, packed, locked. Ed also sounds like the letter T after the sound of P. Taped. Notice the root is tape, so we have a long A. Mocked. Popped. Hoped. Ed is also pronounced like a T after the letter F. Huffed. Puffed. UR says surfed. When a word has a K and an N, the K is silent. Knifed, with a root of knife. Ed sounds like the letter T after words that end in the sound of sh. Crashed, wished, rushed, bashed. Ed also has the sound of T after the ch sound, whether it's with a CH or spelled with a TCH. So inched, itched, etched. AR says arched. Ed also sounds like a T in words that end with the unvoiced S sound of s, blessed, flossed, pressed. Finally, ed sounds like a T after the unvoiced sound, which is th. IR says so this is birthed, frothed. This says ooh in this word, toothed. OU says ow most of the time, mouthed. The suffix ed is pronounced like the letter D after all other sounds. So after the letter B, it's going to sound just like a D, bobbed. Notice there's no et sound. It's not bobbed, it's just bobbed. Sobbed, robbed, rubbed. It also sounds like a D after the letter G, begged, gagged, pegged, lugged. Now you might wonder, why are there 2 B's here? Why are there 2 G's here? If you only had 1 B or 1 G, you might think that the word had a long O sound. You might think this was bobed. The double B and the double G show you that the vowel before it is supposed to have its short sound. Ed is pronounced like the letter D after words that end in the J sound. English words don't end in the letter J. So when we want to spell the sound of J at the end of a word, we use a G and an E. So here we have the root cage, and this word is caged, aged, raged. The ed suffix sounds like D after the letter L. Here we have filed with a long I sound because the root is file, ruled, piled, filled. After the letter M, it's going to have the sound of D. Named. AR says harmed, timed, bummed. Bummed means unhappy. After the sound of N, UR says burned, turned, pinned, canned. Notice that we have two N's right here. So the double consonant means the vowel before it will be short. After the sound of NK, ranked, linked. This TH will have its unvoiced sound of th, thanked, banked. After the sound of R, cared. Notice the root is care, so we have a long A. Bored, dared, tired. ED also has the sound of D after the voiced S sound, which is Z, or the sound of Z. Fused, used, buzzed. Notice the double Z shows us that this U is short. QU has the sound of Qu in English, so quizzed. Again, the double Z means the I is short. The suffix ED is pronounced like the letter D after words ending in the voiced sound of th, like in bathed, tithed, clothed. EA says E most of the time, breathed. It also does this after the sound of V, paved, caved, saved, waved, and after the sound of W. In these two words, OW has its sound of O, toed, slowed. In these two words, it has its other sound of ow, bowed, vowed. Finally, the suffix ED sounds like the letter D after all vowel sounds. AY says A, so we have played, prayed, stayed. Cried, dried, and fried. In all these words, the root ends in the letter Y, and the rule in English is when we add a suffix that starts with an E, we change the Y to an I. So that's why we have cried, dried, and fried. Here our root is lobby, where Y has a long E sound. It still changes to an I, but it keeps the long E sound, lobbied. It may seem like it's hard to remember all these rules. So the first one you need to remember is that if the root ends in a D or a T, pronounce this suffix as ed. If the root ends in a letter where it's hard to pronounce the sound of D, pronounce it as a T. And then after all vowels and all the other consonants where you can pronounce the letter D easily, pronounce it as D. Here are some of my other videos. I have the Syllable Division Bootcamp, where it has 8 rules to get better at reading very long words. My basic English reading videos are good for people learning English. My reading boot camps are a series of 10-day programs for boosting reading. I also have boot camps for improving your vocabulary, spelling, and mental math.